Hi, welcome to the Notes Overview for College Algebra. I'm picking from Unit R. Some of you may have this in your hand or accessed it already, but I wanted to provide you kind of an overview of what the notes look like. That way you know how to be successful when taking them for this course. At the very top it says the course name, College Algebra. This is Unit R. This is our review chapter, and then Day 1. I will go sequentially, so we start with Unit R, Day 1, then Day 2, Day 3, and so on. Most of the time. If there is something that goes against that, I'll let you know. At the top here it says the unit, a review of basic concepts and skills. That's actually from the textbook. The lesson, language notation, numbers, and mathematics, also from the textbook. And then it has another slot here for Schoology homework, and then it says 0.1 basic concepts and skills. Most of the time it's just Schoology homework that you'll need to do for kind of a practice for this particular set of notes. However, sometimes there will also be referencing book work as well. If that's the case, I will try and notate that at the beginning of each of the notes, but just keep an eye out for that as well. At the top here is the spot for your name, period, and date. This is what I would use in the classroom if I accidentally found your notes on the floor. I'd be able to find them and get them back to you. You use these as you need to. Questions, main ideas. Over here on the left-hand side, it's kind of the overarching objective for each part. You see I have learning objectives. Learning objectives are what specifically you should be able to know, do, produce, create, synthesize, all those educational verbs when we finish the particular set of notes. If you notice there's an open dot, what I recommend you doing is after we finish each set of notes, go back and see if you understand what this concept is. If you do, fill in the dot. If you have questions, you can write them off here to the side, and then you have them very neatly organized. When you finish reviewing all the notes, you may find that maybe one of your questions was answered in a later set. So what you could do is fill it in, erase your question, or when you get finished completely, go ahead and send me those questions. I'm happy to go over it with you. Also, I will put in overarching ideas in bold, and I format that so it's to the right of the page. So this first topic is going to be over sets of numbers. The learning objectives always push down the first topic, but the sets of numbers go with this cell here. This is the section we're going to fill in most of the notes. This is where the bulk of where our writing is for this course. So we're going to be filling in the notes part primarily. Background, there may be some things that we talk about that you need to put down. So this is the part that the instructor kind of says, iterates. Maybe something triggers in your brain like, oh yeah, that's like this. Putting it in the background is a perfect spot. It keeps your notes part organized, and then your background, you can focus on what you need so that you're successful. These note pages are formatted the best way possible for how I teach. You may find that you need to adjust these as you go. If so, please feel free to do so. I will have in here listing examples marked as well. So for example, this example 1, writing sets of numbers using set notation, this will have then an answer associated with here. Then you can expect to see kind of a correlation with the homework. Same with example 2, example 3, and so on. Each set of notes generally take anywhere between 1 page front and back to some of the set of notes. You'll see that it takes a lot of pages. Some of them get up to 8. This one, for this particular set, goes through 2 pages front and back. As we go through and do it, you'll see that there's additional things that you may need to keep an eye on. What I recommend doing is highlighting them as appropriate. Basically, do what you need to do so that you can find it when you're looking at your notes. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, have a great day.